I'll say this since the beginning. The Yorks are cheap, man. You saw Jed York, that new hair transplant. You know where that money's going to. You saw, he has a nice set of hair now. I'm like, bro, there's a reason why we got rid of Malik Collins. There's a reason why we got him Hargrave, dead money. All these guys we got rid of, the guys we didn't re-sign, Hufanga, Dre Greenlaw. Now we know where that money went to. It's like, oh my gosh, dude. Slide here with D&D. Man, we both saw the video earlier today, about your boy Jed York. Oh, man. This dude's not a politician, man. He did the exact opposite what John Lynch said earlier last week. Let's check this out real quick and we'll talk about it.
At the substation, right? Like the people are talking about injuries.
Yeah.
That's been there since 1987.
Oh, we're going there, Jed? Okay.
That's been there since 1987. Jerry Rice was there.
Yeah.
It didn't seem to affect Jerry Rice. It seems like Jerry Rice can still play today. I don't believe that's something that is a real
everyone's
issue.
being asked about it.
I'm sure.
Lynch, I'm sure. Fred Warner was asked about it yesterday. Is there like due diligence being done? Have you researched it, or is it?
We'll look into it, but we've been there since 1987 next to the substation, and this is the first time that somebody has brought it up. It's not like it happened last season. Jerry Rice seemed to be pretty healthy during his career. Like all those guys seem to be pretty healthy during their career.
It's good.
I think we can debunk it.
It's too pragmatic, Jed.
Yeah.
This like critical thinking.
Can't do that.
Well, but then it begs the question, what do we do? What's the next step on it? John Lynch said it yesterday. Your amazing GM said we have to, what did he say? We have to have a plan, like the next few steps. We have like, what are the next things to check off the list of like why this, I mean what I said, Jed. You're healthy, you're in the Super Bowl. You're not. This team specifically.
Did you say that specifically to John?
No, I didn't see John.
You should. All right.
But you know what I mean?
No,
the injuries, it's like the most frustrating, like.
It's unbelievably frustrating. And we need to be better at it.
But what is it?
If I knew, I would wave my magic wand and I would fix it. We need to fix it. We need to make sure that we are healthy. We need to make sure that we are best able to compete, because you said it, when we're healthy, we're in the Super Bowl.
All right, man. So pretty much they asked him the questions about the EMFs and all that crap. And honestly, who knows if it's real or not, but the fact that he said, Jerry Rice never got hurt, it's like, bro, read the freaking room. Literally, you had Patriots guys today talking about how it's real. Who was that guy, Tonga?
Yeah, Chris Tonga. Price Tonga.
Like, dude, hopefully we can make it out in one piece. And like other guys were saying, the other linebacker was like, yeah, it's real, but it's only one game. So everyone's talking about it right now. All we needed Jed York to do was at least play the part and be like, yeah, we're gonna look into it. This is serious, But no, he had to go the Jerry Rice route. It was funny because remember how yesterday Jerry Rice, or last week, he was talking about, yeah, man, I would love for the Niners to have a statue of me. And then what does Jerry Rice say? Oh, I'm fine. I never got hurt. I'm like, man. And he's like, I want a statue. Then you hear Jed York, yeah, I'm gonna build this guy's statue. Because he was very much, I'll scratch your back, you'll scratch mine.
Exactly.
And I was like, oh man, this is so obvious. But what do you think about this, man? And what do you think about everyone now freaking is like, dude, this is real? And oh, gosh. Damn you, Chase Sr. Damn you, Delaney Walker, for bringing this up. Now everyone's talking about it.
Well, he's talking about, like, two different things because he's saying, like, well, Jerry Rice never got hurt. One, okay, Jerry Rice is a freak of nature.
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
That guy, like, played, like, in the NFL, like, till he was, like, an old man, and he was still playing at a high level, even with the freaking Raiders, man, of all teams.
He's 40 years old, yeah.
Yeah, he was still playing at a high level, even with the Broncos and Raiders. And so he's like, one, he's a freak of nature. Two, the league wasn't like a little bit different back then, but also like they played at two different training facilities. And so
we went to Rockland. Remember we were little kids when we both went to Rockland over there, and
so they didn't get to Santa Clara 2004. And when did Jerry Rice like retire? Like around that time, like 2003 or something like that. Maybe like earlier or later, but I just remember that they moved to Santa Clara in 2004. So he's talking about like two different things. Like, dude, Jerry Rice played with the Niners in the 80s, bro. And so it's like he didn't play in Santa Clara. And then we have the most injuries. We have 19 players out of like 2025 like injured, the most in the NFL. which is like insane. And so when you talk about like how high we're the most injury team, and then you talking about all like the conspiracies of like, oh, maybe it's like has something to do with that. And it was like two reasons. I'm like, one, it has to be true that maybe like these players are like getting like sick and like contaminated. But also two, like I also think it's they have a like a horrible training staff and coaching facility, because Shanahan, he freaking puts people in the doghouse. He has his favorites. And so like a couple years ago, like when we had McCaffrey and Jordan Mason, what did Jordan Mason average? Like 5 yards per carry?
Yeah.
Never even played it down until like McCaffrey was hurt, or if we were like saving him for like the playoffs. That was the only time Mason got like playing time. And now like look at him. Now he's like starting in Minnesota. With Shanahan, he's has his favorites that he's gonna go to. So I think that has to play along to it, because Christian McCaffrey's always on the field, for example, he's bound to get hurt. That's why you need to like have like rotation. You can't just have the one player playing the whole game. This isn't back in like the mid 2000s Harbaugh.
The 90s.
And even with Harbaugh window, and we had Frank Gore, and he was in there like 99% of the plays. This is like a totally different game now. Now the tempo is more speed, and they want like more like touchdowns. That's why there's like flags in every play. They want like the ball and the clock to keep going, and so it's a completely different game now. But I also think that our facility is also one of the worst. And a lot of the players are getting like sick and contaminated. Man, that is like a horrible. And then what it reminded me of when Jed York, instead of just owning it and be like, you know what? We did have the most injuries this year. Let's look at it. I don't believe it, but I will take a look at it and I will give you guys an answer. Instead, you know what it reminded me of? Remember when they fired Harbaugh and then he got in an argument with our reporter? Like, you don't dismiss
low cone.
Yeah, you don't dismiss the owner. That's what it reminded me
fire
of.
Owner,
yeah,
you
I was
fire
like,
the owner.
that's what it reminded me of. I was like, man, dude, just freaking own up. Don't just backpedal and be like, well, look at this guy. And like back in the 80s, he never got hurt. Yeah, because you guys played in two different areas. What are you talking about? And so you guys already know how I feel about Shanahan. He's not my guy, but Jed York, man, like ever since the York family took over, we have not won Super Bowl. And man, it's just like, it's up and down, man. It's just like, it's up and down with like the GMs. It's up and down with the head coaches. It's just like, it's a lot of ego, and it starts with the owner. Out of anything, like I could blame Shanahan as much as I want, but it also starts with like the owner. He's the face of the franchise, and like, he's just doing a terrible job right now.
It seems like he seemed a little pissed off because it was an interview with Kay Adams, and he seemed a little pissed off because obviously last week what happened with the documentary Rise of the 49ers, Eddie DeBartolo's there, and they ask him, hey, how do you feel 31 years not winning a Super Bowl? What would you do? He's all, that wouldn't happen, So Jed seemed a little testy. He seemed a little pissed off at freaking our GM, Lynch. He seemed pissed off like, oh, tell Lynch this, So he seemed a little bit aggravated. And I'm going to say one thing, man. I'll say this since the beginning. The Yorks are cheap, man. You saw Jed York, that new hair transplant. You know where that money's going to. He has a nice set of hair now. I'm like, bro, there's a reason why we got rid of Malik Collins. There's a reason why we got him Hargrave, dead money. All these guys we got rid of, the guys we didn't re-sign, Hufanga, Dre Greenlaw. Now we know where that money went to. It's like, oh my gosh, dude. I'm like, I can't believe it, man. I can't believe it. So I saw that. I'm like, dude, I mean, he's cheap, man. Let's be real. The fact that he said that, and he probably believes, like, dude, we don't need to spend money. He doesn't want to spend $30 million to move the plant, whatever the hell they said, over to a different, or practice somewhere else, He doesn't want to do that. So I'm like, oh my gosh. All he had to say is, we're going to look into it, whatnot, whatever, do our research. But nah, dude, the fact that he didn't say that, and all these players from today were saying, dude, there's something to this. And again, I don't even know if it's true or not, but the fact is, perception sometimes is reality. And that's what, if the players think that, look at free agency in about 45 days. A lot of guys are going to be like, hell no, I ain't coming there. Dude, these guys are afraid. They're talking about it. So, I mean, oh my God. It just pissed me off.
Another reason why I believe it, because minus Nick Bosa, because he got hurt in New York, which is like that field. That's just like a terrible field. Minus Bosa, even though he's had like past injuries, but minus him, you look at like torn like Achilles, torn ACLs, MCLs. You look at like all of like the injuries, hamstrings. With our team, man, like, and then you, what's his name? Our former player, Zaire.
Zaire.
Yeah. So even he was all like, like, I actually want to like hear about this, because all of the other players, they're not like falling apart. They're actually like thriving like the other teams. So even like he was like, like I want to like see if this is accurate because I feel good like where I'm at right now. Like what's going on? Like why are they still getting injured? Why is the team falling apart? And it's just like, oh my gosh. So that's why with Jed York, it just pissed me off that he was backpedaling. It's just like, man, don't give that like that type of like answer like where you're just like beating around the bush. Like, oh no, like we're fine. And it's like people are looking at you like, no, dude, like our team is falling apart. We have a Super Bowl caliber team and we can't even get these players on the field because just this dumb thing is like happening and like you won't own up to it because you just don't want to be wrong again.
And again, I think there's nothing wrong with him. Like I said, just be like, hey, dude, we're gonna look into it. He's not gonna say yeah, there's something up with it because he knows he might get sued or whatever. So just be nice about smart, like John Lynch. That's all you have to do. But him saying down, like, dude, these free agents are just gonna be like, hell no, I ain't coming. You know, I'm like, fuck, dude, just shut. You know, like, why are you going here? But why are you going? And Kay Adams, she pressed him, man. She asked that follow-up question. And I'm just like, I like that. I was like that Leonardo DiCaprio meme.
Yeah.
Like, no, man. No, so it's crazy because the Super Bowl is this year at our house and we're like spotlight. And then you have the players union saying, yeah, we're looking into it. We're like going to be looking at everything. I'm like, oh my gosh, what a perfect storm right there, you know? So I'm just like, dude.
Yeah, and that's why it's just like, I just want him just to like, you didn't even have to answer it, but just like, don't like beat around the bush. Because now it looks bad because look at like the reputation. You lose 2 Super Bowls. You fire Harbaugh and got a lot of backlash from it. And then he had to come back. Remember, he had to come back and make a statement like that. He apologized. And, like he wished he could like have a conversation with Harbaugh because he regretted like going with Bulky's like decision.
Yeah.
And then now, you know, he hires Shanahan. They lose another 2 Super Bowl. And then now our team is just falling apart like quick. Like it's not even, it's like, it's crazy. I've never seen anything like it without like all the injuries like happening. And so like now that like the team is like falling apart, it's just like he's trying not to like be like he's not trying to take the blame. He's like, oh no, like we're fine. It's like this is why we're actually losing and why the players actually hurt. And it's like, no, dude, you're the freaking owner. Like just like don't like, you don't have to like even give like an answer, but don't like beat around the bush because now everyone's talking about it. The Seahawks players are talking about it. The Patriots players are talking about it. Former players are talking about it. It just looks bad. And then how you brought up like free agents and now it looks bad like free agents like where, man, we might actually have to get our former players like Armstead and these guys a free agent because who the heck wants to come with us now?
Just bring back all the old guys.
Yeah, bring out all the old guys back because who else wants to play like with us? Like they know that we'll give them money, so it's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, one thing we know now, but Jerry Rice, he's getting his statue, dude. After kissing Jed York's butt, he like returned it, man. I'm gonna get you your statue for saying that phrase. He's like, yeah, baby, you're right. So you don't want to pay $30 million, man. Let's just be real. But come on, dude. Go back to Rockland, man. Let's go back to somewhere like the Sierra College, whatever. And man, those were good times then.
Or do like I don't know if they still do that, but remember like back in the day, like the Cowboys, they used to like do like the training camps in like LA and things like that.
Still
so it's like so it's like why don't we do that? Like why don't we do it over here? Like why don't we do it like somewhere in LA or somewhere up north? And so just move out of the area. And then that'll be a lot better. It probably won't change because we're always going to be home like most of the time, but at least
for training camp,
for training camp, it'll prevent like the injuries and things like that.
Maybe.
So
we'll see, man. That's just, I don't know. We both saw that. We're like, oh man, we got to talk about this. So we'll see how it goes, man. Hopefully Jed York just does no more interviews, man. Just do no more interviews, man. Just quiet, man. Say you're gonna do everything. You're gonna spend millions of dollars on research,
and
dude.
let's pray that everyone is like healthy in the Super Bowl because as soon as someone gets hurt, one person gets hurt, then they're gonna be talking about the Niners. They're gonna blame the 49ers, and then you know how fans are, man. Like they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, it's because of the facility, and it's like. And then the Seahawks are our rivals, so you know the fans already hate us to begin with, so that just is gonna look bad. So just pray that that's all I care. I don't even care who wins. Just pray that
no one gets hurt.
Yeah, no one gets hurt.
Man, that's what we got. Let us know what you think about the situation. What do you know? You with Jed York, or man, Jed had a bad day? Let us know down below. Talk to you next time. Peace.